Ladies and gentlemen, skilled educators and curious minds, welcome to today's video. I am Maria Cristina Siquito of Cabanatuan City, currently studying Master of Arts in Educational Management at PINMA, Aurora University, your presenter for today. In this presentation, we will have two objectives. One, cite the historical perspective of the Philippine education system, dating back from pre-Spanish to the present. Number two, distinguish the impact of 1987 Constitution in shaping the educational system. Let us begin. During the pre-Spanish times, education was informal, unstructured, and devoid of methods. Children were provided more vocational training by their parents and in the houses of tribal tutors. When the Spanish colonized the Philippines, education underwent major changes. The tribal tutors were replaced by the Spanish missionaries. Education was religion-oriented and it was only for the elite. In 1863, Filipinos had given access to education through the enactment of the Educational Decree of 1863. During this time, the educational system is officially named as Superior Commission of Primary Instruction. This provided for establishing at least one primary school for boys and girls in each town under the responsibility of the town's government, and establishing a normal school for male teachers under the supervision of jesuitas. Primary instruction was free and the teaching of Spanish was compulsory. Education during this period was inadequate, suppressed, and controlled. American forces came to the Philippines and defeated the Spaniards. It paved the way for Aguinaldo's republic. It also paved the way for a system of free and compulsory elementary education established by the Malolos Constitution. Within the first decade of American rule, an adequate, secularized, and free public school system was established upon the recommendation of the Schurman Commission. In 1901, a highly centralized public school system was installed by the Philippine Commission virtue of Act No. 74. Along with this, the educational system changed its name to the Department of Public Instruction. The implementation of this act is beneficial, but at the same time it created a heavy shortage of teachers. So, the Philippine Commission authorized the Secretary of the Department of Public Instruction to bring 600 teachers from the USA to the Philippines. They were the Thomasides. The Reorganization Act of 1916 Jones Law provided the Philippinization of all department secretaries except the Secretary of the Department of Public Instruction. Japanese came and defeated the Americans. Japanese educational policies were embodied in Military Order No. 2 in 1942. The Philippine Executive Commission established the Commission of Education, Health, and Public Welfare. Under the Japanese regime, the teaching of Tagalog, Philippine history, and character education was reserved for Filipinos. Love for work and dignity of labor was emphasized. In 1944, the department was renamed to Commission of Education, Health and Public Welfare. Then in the same year, it is renamed again to the Department of Education, Health and Public Welfare. The Philippines is no longer under any colonization after the defeat of Japanese. The educational system starts with rehabilitation and reconstruction of its department. On February 27, 1945, the Department of Public Instruction was made part of the Department of Public Information, hence the name Department of Public Instruction and Information. In 1946, it is renamed to Department of Instruction. In 1947, by Executive Order No. 94, the Department of Instruction was changed to the Department of Education. During this period, the regulation and supervision of public and private schools belonged to the Bureau of Public and Private Schools. In 1972, it became the Department of Education and Culture under the Proclamation 1081 proclaiming a state of martial law in the Philippines. This caused major organizational changes within the system. Ministry of Education and Culture was established in 1978 under the Presidential Decree number 1397. 13 regional offices were created and major organizational changes were implemented in the educational system. The Education Act of 1982 created the Ministry of Education, Culture and Sports, which became the Department of Education, Culture and Sports (DECS) under the Executive Order number 117 in 1987. The Congressional Commission on Education (EDCOM) report provided the momentum for Congress to pass Republic Act 7722 and 7796 in 1994, creating the Commission on Higher Education or CHED and the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA to supervise tertiary degree programs and non-degree technical vocational programs respectively. The trifocal education system refocused DEC's mandate to basic education, which covers elementary, secondary, and non-formal education, including culture and sports. TESDA now administers the post-secondary, middle-level, manpower training and development, while CHED is responsible for higher education. In August 2001, Republic Act 9155, otherwise called the Governance of Basic Education Act, was passed, transforming the name of the DEX to the education system we know today, Department of Education (DepEd). It redefined the role of field offices, regional offices, division offices, district offices in schools. This act empowers school heads and promotes school-based management, aiming to provide school-age population with skills, knowledge, values, and sense of citizenship. Now we're at the present. In 2013, the department renamed as DepEd, and a new curriculum was introduced under the Republic Act 10533, also known as Enhanced Basic Education K-12. In conclusion, the Philippine education system has undergone numerous transformations over the years. Each colonizing nation left a significant imprint, shaping the system to adapt to the evolving needs of its citizens. Exploring its history helps us better understand the complexities of today's education system. But what does objective number 2 has to do with this? Philippine Constitution is revised in the same year that the Department of Education, Culture and Sports or DECS were established. The Philippine Constitution contains the responsibility of the state to its citizens, including education, which is stated in Article 14, education, science and technology, arts, culture, and sports. It states that the state shall protect and promote the right of all citizens to quality education, establish, maintain, and support a complete, adequate, and integrated system of education relevant to the needs of the people and society, proving that we should expect future changes in the education system. Establish and maintain a system of free public education at the elementary and high school levels, and more. They shall instill patriotism and nationalism, foster love of humanity, respect for human rights, and more. The state shall enhance the right of teachers to professional advancement. Hence, the Republic Act 7836, which is also known as the Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act of 1994. The state shall assign the highest budget priority to education. Regarding the language, the national language of the Philippines is Filipino. For purposes of communication and instruction, the official languages of the Philippines are Filipino, and, until otherwise provided by law, English. Regarding science and technology are essential for national development and progress. The state shall give priority to research and develop, invention, innovation, and their utilization. The state shall regulate the transfer and promote the adaptation of technology from all sources for the national benefit. Regarding arts and culture, the state shall foster the preservation, enrichment, and dynamic evolution of Filipino national culture. Lastly, regarding sports, the state shall promote physical education and encourage sports programs, league competitions, and amateur sports, including training for international competitions. All educational institutions shall undertake regular sport activities throughout the country in cooperation with athletic clubs and other sectors. In conclusion, Article 14 of the 1987 Constitution serves as the foundation of the Philippines educational system. Its content and future amendments provide the framework for the country's educational evolution, maintaining culture and adapting to meet the evolving needs of its citizens. As a supporting video, I present you the DepEd plan changes for school year 2024-2025 curriculum.
The Department of Education or DepEd launched the Matatag K-12 curriculum earlier today, August 10. Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte led the program that aims to improve the learning outcomes and success of Filipino students.
The new K-10 curriculum will integrate peace competencies, highlighting the promotion of nonviolent actions and the development of conflict resolution skills in our learners.
Duterte stated some of the challenges that the agency has faced with the implementation of the old curriculum.
One of the issues discovered was that the curriculum was overloaded with too many lessons or subjects. The curriculum required instructors to teach an excessive number of learning competencies with very limited time available for instruction. Both teachers and learners were overburdened with lessons and other school tasks and activities.
DepEd added that under the implementation of the Matatag curriculum, mother tongue as a subject will be removed.
Ang mother tongue as a medium of instruction, hindi po namin siya tinanggal dahil yan po ay nasa batas. Ang tinanggal lang po natin yung maliban sa mother tongue as a medium of instruction. Meron kasi tayong mother tongue as a subject para siyang Filipino, para siyang English subject. So yun po ang tinanggal natin dito sa ating Matatag curriculum.
The first phase implementation of the Matatag K-12 curriculum will be started in school year 2024 to 2025 in Kinder, Grade 1, Grade 4, and Grade 7. Bernadette Tinoy, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
Before we part ways, I have these three questions for you. In your opinion, which era significantly influenced our educational system and why? Would the educational system stay unchanged without global influences? Why? And lastly, if granted the ability to modify the Philippine Constitution, what additions would you suggest for Article 14? Thank you for watching. Please click like, share, and subscribe. You can also hit the notification bell to get an update for my next video. Till next time, bye!